what's good, y'all? It is the one and only Meticulous Youngin. Hey, man, I know I haven't done an email response in a minute. Like I said before in previous videos, I've been real busy with school and getting all that stuff together, man. My most recent videos, I said the same thing. You know, school been really kicking my ass. And, I'm just making sure I'm just getting everything ready. So that way, I'm just on the way, on the right path to greatness, and that type of thing. I know y'all probably curious, why am I always at an angle? It's because the type camera that I got, it always warps my face. So until I get a better camera, I'm gonna be doing it at an angle. I don't know how to fix it. If you guys know how to fix it, hit me up in the comments and let me know, man. I'd greatly appreciate it. That way I can provide better content to y'all. But enough of that. Let me get to this comment that my man Anand Kumar, hey, if I'm messing up your name, bro, just forgive me. But your name is Anand Kumar Sinha. And you left a comment on one of my other videos saying that, hey, my girlfriend has angry issues, but you meant to say anger issues. She doesn't respect me when she's angry, but later on she apologizes. What should I do to get rid of this problem? Number one, what I want to say, man, is, like I said, you can always email me and go more in depth on, what she's really being angry with you about. Because if you're doing something and you're just like,
she's stepping to me? All I did was cheat on her and she gonna get mad at me?
I don't know, like, the substance of what she's getting mad about. If you can, man, if you're willing to go out your way and just, go ahead and hit me up at my email at askthemeticulousyoungin@gmail.com. Hit me up. I left you a comment, man. Go ahead and hit me up at that email and go more in depth on what really is going on. But even though what you said is really vague, there's plenty of reasons why girls generally get upset with guys on certain things. Like if we don't wash dishes, or if we don't take trash out, and they get angry at us, and then they stop respecting us after a certain point, and then later on they apologize for getting angry. But the way that you worded it, even though it was brief, she's getting angry with you and then apologizing for it later. You have to really ask yourself, what is going on in the relationship that is making her so angry? Is it something that you're doing, or what is it that she's doing? Is it because she's working really hard and then she gets home from work and she's just tired, she just want to go to sleep, and you might want to, do some things, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do that no more. But she might be just really tired and she don't feel like doing nothing. You might want to talk, ask her how her day's going, just be her companion, just talk to her, and she might not be feeling all that, so she might be lashing out because of how tired she is. Or she might be stressed out about something. Maybe it's something that's going on in her own personal life. I don't know if you guys live together. I don't know if you guys live separately. I don't know if you guys still live with your parents. You didn't really say. You were very brief. So, like I said, if you could hit me up in my email and hit me up and go more in depth and describe your situation, and I'll be happy to, go more in depth on your situation and really give you something that can relate to you and that you can really understand, okay, this is the main issue in the relationship. Now, you could be dealing with that. She might just be really stressed out, or you could be dealing with somebody that really has anger issues and just does not respect you. That's the difference. That's when you define your relationship as a toxic relationship. Okay, is when no matter what you do, it's never going to be good enough for the person, or the person just has a lack of respect for you because of whatever else they got going on in their own personal life outside of the relationship that has to do with you. Okay, that's a whole different story. If your relationship is toxic, if you're doing all what you're supposed to do, you're respectful to her, you're taking her out, you're trying to be the best version of yourself to her, and you're trying to bring out the best version of herself that she's probably not aware of or anything like that. You're just trying to do overall the right things in the relationship, and she's still getting mad at you, whether it's over small things or just over nothing at all, then the relationship is toxic. And more than likely, she may have somebody else in her life that is probably in her ear, that is really influencing her and really, taking her on a path that's not on the same path as you. That's also a possibility. That's also something to consider. Now, I'm just spitballing because, like I said, your comment was really brief. If I'm nowhere near of what's going on in your relationship, like I said, let me know in the email. But But yeah, you have to really keep your eyes open and look for little subliminal signs. You know, if anytime she's in your company, she's always on her phone or always trying to go out and do other things, and she doesn't really want to spend time with you, that's also a telltale sign that she's just not interested in the relationship with you anymore. It doesn't always have to involve somebody else. It could just simply be that she's just losing interest in you, and she just doesn't have the patience or doesn't have the interest in wanting to communicate with you and keep that connection together. You know, she might be on the verge of getting ready to sever the connection, and right now she's just lashing out at you because she doesn't have the patience to deal with you. I know that's pretty blunt, you know, but that's always a possibility. But like I always say, you know, in my live streams that I do on Facebook, always expect the unexpected, because you never know what could be going on in this person's mind. People can flip on you, you know, they'll be like,
hey, how you doing? You know, I really miss you and stuff like that.
and then the next week they'll be like,
Man, I ain't got time for you today. Sorry.
that quick. You know, they'll flip on you that quick, you know, and you always have to be prepared to really read in between the lines and figure out, okay, is this relationship toxic, or is this person just going through something right now? Are they stressed out? You know, let me talk to them. Hey, babe. Or, you know, if there's a reoccurring problem for you, approach her and say, hey, babe, look, you've been really lashing out at me, and then you apologize later. What's going on with you? You know, like, confront her. You don't lay all your cards out on the table. You know, don't expose your whole deck. You know, deck of cards. You know, you don't. Don't take it that way, all right? I meant deck of cards, okay? Pause. But yeah, just go ahead and just, you know, confront her. Ask her in a polite manner. Be like, look, babe, you've been really getting mad at me a lot lately, and then you've been apologizing afterwards. You know, what's going on with you? Like, just level with me. You know, just have a heart-to-heart conversation with her. If she starts to be really vague and really brief and just does not want to talk about it at all, she doesn't really give any details, you know, because you can tell when somebody's really opening up and they've really been going through something. They'll go detail by detail what's been going on, whether it was from last week, last month, something that's been going on. They'll really elaborate on what's going on, and they'll really be really apologetic, and they'll really open up to you. So try that. Try to ask her, hey, babe, what's going on? You've been doing this a lot lately. What's going on? Is there something up? You know, try to level with her. If she doesn't do that, then okay, you got to start reading in between the lines. You got to do your homework. You know, is the relationship good? Does she want to spend time with you? You know, does it seem like she's hiding something from you? Does it seem like she's more interested in being on her own or doing stuff with her friends, or just not doing stuff outside of your presence more? Or does it seem like she's just going through something and she's just stressed? You know, just try to ask her. You know, just try to level with her. Just always be respectful to your girl, man. Make sure you're not doing something that's stepping over the boundaries. You know, make sure you're not hitting up no old exes. Or if she goes through your phone and then she gives it back to you and she got an attitude, she's seen something she ain't like. So make sure you also take that into consideration. Make sure you're not doing nothing bad on your part. Make sure your game and the things you do on your side is on point. Make sure your stuff is A1. Okay, don't even be, I don't know what that was. Ain't no gang sign. Just make sure your game is on A1. Make sure you're not out here messing with no other chicks. Just make sure you're being a good dude. If you know you're being a good dude, then hey, it's something that's up with her. All right. But yeah, hopefully that helped you out, bruh. If it didn't and you need some more consolation, go ahead, hit me up in my email. Like I said earlier, askthemeticulousyoungin@gmail.com. Now, once you go ahead and email me, man, and really give me more details, hey, man, it's all gravy from there. But hey, if anybody else got any issues, like I said, hit me up. Check out my social medias, man. And hey, like the video and subscribe, man. But I'll catch y'all later, all right?